Aloha, kākou. This is DJ Kano. We are playing some Watch Dogs Legion, and I wanted to talk about this game a little bit in terms of why is this game fun? What's going on with this game? What's the whole purpose and reason you may consider playing this game? And the biggest part about this game, if you have not already heard, is literally every single NPC that you see, everyone that you just saw there, everyone that you see here, every single NPC has the potential to be a playable character. So that is a huge selling point about this particular game. So what you do is, I'll do it really quickly. All you do is you see a little line, there's a little icon, press and hold the L1 button, and it shows you an attribute. So this guy's got a paintball gun, for example. Okay, so you can see she's got a dart gun. Okay, so you can see all kinds of cool different people. She has a pretty unique talent, pocket watch, which is really nice. The character I'm using also has that particular attribute, so I don't really need her. As cool as it would be to have another one, I don't really need another one right now. But she also is a gambling addict, so she'll randomly gamble your ETO, which is your in-game currency. So that will be a negative attribute there. So there are some positive ones, there's some negative ones, and you would go and determine all these different people that you can see, which may be a playable character that you want to use. So you basically are recruiting for your team. Okay, so you're going to gather a batch of different operatives that you can swap out at any given time. And let me go to my team right here. Okay, so in the main menu, here's my team. Here are the people that I have acquired there on the top of the list here, operatives. Okay, and as you go below, I can also tag and save potential people that I would like to add to my crew. So I can go ahead and look through this list here and try to recruit them by doing a mission. If they have a thumbs down on top of them, let's see if anyone has a thumbs down here. Okay, so dislikes DedSec. If they have a thumbs down, then I would have to go and do an additional mission to try and convince them to be on my team. So that is basically what is going on. These are people that had particular attributes that I really liked. I wanted to save, and I found them by just walking around. That's all you really need to do. So once you find the people that you may want to recruit, you save them and you spend the time and do missions and recruit them. So this is the team that I have so far. Some of them have four attributes, all positive attributes, like Headwind here. It's really, really cool. And you'll acquire them from finding them in the open world, or if I go to my map, you can see that there are different burrows. Okay, so this is a Defiant burrow because it's green. I've completed all these little red icon missions. There's this right here. So this is Southwark. It's oppressed. I have to do these missions here. I've done two. I need to still do a digital deface and I need to hack the CTOS hub. So those are the things that I have here. And as you can see, our reward is an anarchist as an operative. Okay, so I have an anarchist operative there. I can also go here. So City of London, I have the beekeeper. Beekeeper has already been acquired. I'll show you in a little bit. Getaway driver, and so forth and so forth. Okay, so there's some very special operatives you can get already through doing the burrows, unlocking the burrows, and doing your open map things. You may acquire them through missions. I have not confirmed that as of yet. I have not really done too many of my main mission story. I've been doing a lot of side stuff just to recruit the people that you've seen inside of my team here. So let's go quickly through the operatives that I have so you can kind of get an idea of what their attributes are. Okay, so this is one of the first people I've got, Astrid. She has a personal sports vehicle which you can summon. Anytime you see a vehicle here, so she has a sports car, there'll be a motorcycle, moped, whatever the vehicle is. That means that character can actually summon them at will. Okay, so that's why I acquired her. Alfred is a protester. He normally has a big, pig mask. He's one of the people shouting out, protesting out in the street. I acquired him because he has that megaphone, tear gas, and gas immunity. Okay, those are pretty straightforward. Elle or Ellie, she has a unique weapon, as you can see. Only one attribute, unfortunately, but because she has that unique weapon and she's one of the first ones I've acquired, I'm going to keep her. Next, I have Heli, I think. She's a hacker. She has a very nice stack of skills here. So, viral hacking, which propagates, hacks will propagate. So when hacking, hold the button to affect a large radius, which is really nice. Shock hack, so I can actually, same thing with that L1, identify people and I can actually shock them from a distance. Key steal, so I can actually steal codes from digital keys from an unlimited range. And crypto skimmer, so occasionally we'll get ETO, which is the in-game currency, like I mentioned. that is going to give you some money when you're hacking. Okay, so this is one of the very rare characters. I've not really found anyone that has all four positive hacks in this manner. So I'm going to hold on to her for a bit. This is Brittany. She happens to be a courier-based operative, and so she has that Parcel Fox delivery drone, which is basically the Amazon of the game. She has evasive driving, and she has her own scooter. Okay, he's a bare knuckle boxer. This is Colin. So he was acquired from the bare knuckle boxing side missions. He was one of the first ones I've got, and he's got some pretty good attributes there. Staggers enemies, glass cannon takes and deals more damage at the same time. And as he will fight and melee, his gadgets will charge. So you can see there are different gadgets on the bottom right there. That happens to be a cloak. So if I have him fight and my gadget is in cooldown, I'll get that back quicker. Okay, this is Wei. He's actually an Albion officer. So Albion is one of the negative bad factions of the game, along with the I forgot what their name is, the Kelly group or gang Kelly gang. I forgot what. I'll get to it eventually. It's on the bottom. One of them are down there, and Wei happens to have some really good attributes. So I was able to acquire him through the deeper tech search, which is this item right here, Deep Profiler. Okay, so he is good in that regard. Moving on, moving on. Rose, another bare knuckle boxer. She was from one of those side missions. Shockwave, just like the other boxer here, like Colin, and KO Punch. She hits pretty hard, and it was take less damage as tough drunk. So you can actually acquire drinks at the pub. I've never tried this yet, but apparently she will take less damage. Okay, next we got Headwind. He is a drone expert. He is one of two that I was fortunate to find, which all four attributes are positive attributes. None of these things are holding him back. He has a drone that will shock people as you summon it, fly it around. You will gain drone allegiance. Let's see what that does. I actually never saw that. Can use the betray hack briefly, making a drone an ally. Okay, that's pretty cool. I have not actually used that yet. You can actually have select somebody out there, uh, possibly somebody on the Albion group or in the Kelly gang, and you can actually have the drones just dive bomb on top of their heads. And of course, this is pretty self-explanatory. The improved stealth. Okay. We have Julia. She's a getaway driver. Very, very nice with four positive attributes here. She has this thing right here. This one is the one that actually makes the most sense. Is the hack vehicles aside. You can press the cross button as you are driving your vehicle with a moderate cooldown. When you do that, anything in the vicinity of your car will actually just move out of your way, which is really, really nice. Getaway driver is a good operative that you may want to acquire. Leah or Lee, full auto SMG personal vehicle, and extra faction damage against Albion. Okay, construction worker. I think I have two construction workers. I have to determine if I'm going to keep one or the other. But this is Lila. Construction workers all have the same four attributes when you find them, and these are really nice, especially the cargo drone summon. You can actually summon a large drone you can jump on top of, and you can fly yourself around. It's very slow, but you can access things that are high above ground. Very, very convenient. Susie, the spy. I was fortunate to find Susie on my way to a mission somewhere. She has a unique weapon, the Silence P9. Spy watch that jams enemy weapons, so anyone within the vicinity kind of has this little pulse that goes out and it'll jam weapons. And of course, she has her own spy car. Beekeeper is someone that I got from the burrows. This particular character has lots of cool attributes. So this one has a gun. She shoots this shock-like weapon after you send out this swarm of bees. Once you shoot someone that's surrounded by the bees, it'll actually ignite the bees and shock them, which is really, really cool. Anti-shock and lighter sentence. If you basically get killed, you either get injured or arrested, and if you get arrested, then she'll come out of jail really quickly. Okay. Bebe is the other drone expert, just like Headwind. Basically, exactly the same things that he's got, except for that short hack cooldowns. He has the improved stealth, so both have very, very good attributes. Okay, Nikat, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Paintball gun is the unique weapon here. Paint bomb, which is really nice. It's good that she has both. That other guy we saw earlier only had the one. And sticky fingers, ammo drops give ETO. So that's really convenient to get money. I should use her more often if I want to go and farm for more ETO, as I only have 643 right now. Renee, my other construction worker, same attributes as it was Lila. All right. This guy I found super random. He was just cruising outside one of the buildings, and I was like, you know what? Let's acquire him for fun. He's a DJ. This guy's got some really cool skills. So Killer Beat. He can actually access this through the menu when you're playing as him, and he will actually have this green like light that turns around him, and he will shorten your cooldowns and give more damage for your team. Feedback loop, this is nice. He'll just send out a pulse wave that actually will hit everybody in the vicinity, and they will all get stunned for a short amount of time. Okay, fast downloads is really nice, and we have his personal vehicle as a motorcycle. So very, very cool. I'm glad I found this DJ randomly. I do have a politician. I acquired her for now just because it says ETO gain on recruit. I'm trying to see if I can farm some ETO for a little bit, and she worked for a little while, but she's only got the one attribute. So I'm seeing if I can find someone else to replace Pamela. Found another DJ. So this DJ was pretty cool, the female version. She's got similar types of clothes as he does, flashy, very, very illuminating, I guess, in a way. She has same two skills, killer beat, feedback loop. Um, Instead of having, what does she had? The fast downloads. She has gas immunity. Unfortunately, it's not as great as the fast downloads, but I'm going to keep her for now. She has her own motorcycle. Ellen. Ellen's really cool. She has the shock hack. Pretty sure was Heli has a shock hack as well. So that's a really fun talent, a fun attribute, and she has a stun gun, a unique weapon. So I like Ellen in that regard. That shock hack is really fun. You can just shock people from a distance. Okay, third DJ. I just keep finding DJs all over the place, left and right. Same two first skills, killer beat, feedback loop, and berserker. Defeat enemies to heal. So that's a much more useful talent than this gas bandana. But we'll see. We'll see who I end up keeping. Also has a motorcycle. Bare knuckle boxer. He was one of the guys I got from the side missions. He has a cool second attribute, as you can see there. Call friends to fight. So in the bare knuckle boxing side mission, he does call his friends out to come and fight with him against you, and you can actually use this attribute now that you can play as Rowan. So summons friends to assist in melee combat. So I may keep him. That's a pretty cool talent unless I find someone else to replace him. And Mei Chen, this is who I'm playing as right now, has that pocket watch switch allegiance. Really, really cool talent. You can control, basically, not control, but convert people that are against you to actually go and fight their allies. Okay. Moving on, Edith. So I needed people with the number two attribute there, priority care, shorter time for the team injury. I read that backwards. Shorter team injury time, and it's because if I do get someone that gets injured, having characters like this, attributes like this, will actually help me get them back into a playable mode. So I've actually injured a couple, and it was like an hour that they'd be out of commission, which is not too bad, if you have a lot of backup operatives. But if you have someone with a particular talent, it is kind of a pain in the butt. So I wanted to have at least a couple of these medics. She's a chiropractor that has those attributes. Okay, uniformed access is good as well because they can actually get into restricted areas that normally there would be medical personnel, and she can actually walk through undetected, really, or at least minimally detected. And it's pretty cool if you want to run the stealth version of this game. Okay, politician Kulap, I think is how you say her name. Earn more ETO, which is really nice. I want to get more of these people that have multiple attributes. She only has one additional attribute, so it's not great, but she's got a nice, cool red suit, so I may keep her for a little bit longer. So, Jean, sweeping. Okay, this one is so underrated. This is such a cool talent. I like this talent, and I will actually do another video another time talking about this talent. So, that is really cool. Basically, hide in plain sight to reduce pursuit at a faster rate. Okay, so if you get the Albion officers on your tail and they're looking for you because you might have attacked somebody, they'll come after you just like in, like Need for Speed Most Wanted or Grand Theft Auto, and you have to run from them so that they don't, hurt you or injure you or arrest you. So if you use this talent, it kind of just puts you under the radar in plain sight, which is really cool. Okay, so those are the attributes for all the operatives that I have acquired, and these are the ones that I am probably going to stick with for some time. I may have to go and sort out my DJs, but I have a few more that the potential recruits that I will be working on, and as I acquire them and as I add them to my team, I will go over them in more detail. But for now, these are the ones that I'm using. These are the ones that are super. I'm fortunate to have found them. I've actually searched for hours, sometimes looking for people, just sorting from person to person to person to person to person to see if I can find some cool operatives with all these positive attributes. And of course, 3 or 4 attributes are what you want. because mostly what you'll see in the mix are a lot of one attributes, a lot of two attributes, and they're not always positive attributes. So if you can find someone with three positive attributes, things that are all going to be useful, I would try to at least add them to your potential recruit list and come back later and consider them as an actual operative. So this is the beauty of the game, people. This is the beauty of Watch Dogs Legion. You have so many different characters that you can play as with different attributes in this regard. And it's really cool because you can customize them however you'd like to customize them, from the hair to their clothes to tattoos to glasses to almost anything and everything. This beekeeper, this is what she wore when I found her. Hedwin, this is what he's wearing when I found him. I did modify, for example, let's see, where is she? Not the DJ. Oh, here, Bebe. Bebe looked a little bit more like Hedwin, but I modified her to give her her own kind of look. Even though she is a drone expert like he is, they would have the same kind of glasses, but made a little bit of modification to her hair, to her clothes, to make her have her own personality separate from Hedwin. But anyway, that's just an example of the things that you can do in terms of customization. It's actually pretty nice. It's a different way of customizing is what I would say. I wouldn't say it's better or worse than some of the other games that you may see out there in terms of customization, but it's really nice. And the way they display the graphics and the details of these characters is really really cool. So it's very very flashy, very very futuristic, very very nice to see this nice big profile of all these different characters. So I would recommend this game if you're into the different skills, the different stats, the different types of gameplay, and customization, especially on an appearance level. All right, guys, that'll do it for this one. Until the next time, shoots.